told you vampires are real and you could actually date one. That's true. It's not just the skin of a killer, Bella. I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and see what it's like to date a real life vampire. Or I'm sorry, someone who identifies as a vampire.
This is Sean.
That's Jean.
He fell in love with Helly.
She got mentioned again recently in the paper. The paper was talking about a vampire murder cult.
Well, you know, if I thought there was a treaty between them and the werewolves that you don't do your hunting in town. Right? Clearly your wife's breaking the treaty. She's doing the hunting in town. I don't know. Drink some True Blood or something. What else can you do? I'm sure there's deers in the woods. You look like you got a forest behind you, my little spider monkey. Just go on and hunt the animals. That's what they're there for.
All these trolls online saying I'm fat and ugly, you know, it's the sun.
The sun is your biggest hater.
I never pegged John for being into magic or the occult.
That's like if I was a vampire, I'm like, yeah, guys, the sun's making me chunky. The sun adds on a ton of weight. I'll tell you what. I can't be absorbing the sun like I used to. This pale skin of mine. We gotta stay thin, all right? I've always had a question. Okay, when you become a vampire, you're supposed to be super strong and super fast and stuff and only drink blood. So if I became a vampire like I am now, would I stay chunky? Or because I'm only on a liquid diet, would I lose the weight and gain muscle? Can you gain muscle? Can I lose the weight, or am I just doomed to stay chunky forever? Someone let me know in the comment section down below.
Today, I'm gonna do a deep feed on Sean. Are you ready for me to take some of your energy?
Please.
She's like that energy vampire in What We Do in the Shadows. You know, I forgot his name. The boring vampire that just sucks you of all your energy. Is she an energy draining vampire? Is that what she is? I just go stand near an outlet. That's endless supply of energy. Is that how that works? Or does the energy have to be from people?
Energy is in the air, and I usually tend to just take it all in. And for like a deep feeding, which would be like me trying to take his energy, that would need consent.
The movies I've seen, they just kind of go and eat them. They don't really, hey bro, you feel like getting eaten today? No, sucks to suck, I guess. Cause you are. You know, you can be whatever you want to be into, right? You feel like you're a vampire, you're a vampire, all right? Your RP better be very good, all right? You better be role-playing extremely well as a vampire. Because if I role-play Blade, right, it's donezo for you. I'm just saying, I'm gonna show up, the whole leather outfit, the vampire music's gonna be BPM vampire music's gonna be bumping. We're spitting on myself.
I realized I was a vampire probably late 2021, and that's kind of when I said it. I always knew I was different. Like, did you think I was a crazy person?
I don't think you're crazy. I just think you don't follow a lot of the normal rules of vampires, you know? You're a daywalker. You're over here walking out when the sun's out. You know, what rules apply to you as said vampire? You can't just pick and choose, okay? I'm a vampire, but you know, I can go out in the sun, I can eat normal food, I can pretty much do everything a human can. I just get all the cool stuff a vampire gets with none of the downfall. You're just broken at that point. That's not how that works.
No, too hot.
People would say that I'm an energy vampire. I prefer to use the term psychic vampirism, because that's like the fancy term for it.
Why you gotta bring your own terms into this, all right? The vampire terms have been established since long ago, okay? Energy vampire. That's what you are. I don't need you coming in here, adding your own terms, all right? To already established stuff. You're confusing everyone. Vampires are old and set in their ways. Anyway, what'd she say? I was gonna say psychiatric. Psychic vampirism? That's a big word for Elmo. I don't know if you guys can see Kermit. He's right there. He's chilling on the dog bed. Wow, she's making up a lot of new terms. Kermit, don't say that.
I don't drink blood. That's not my thing.
She likes blood sausage though.
I do like blood sausage. He knew the way that I dress.
That's okay. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people doing this stuff. Obviously, why would anyone have a problem with anyone do? As long as you're not hurting anyone, who cares? You want to be a vampire? Go be the best vampire you could possibly be. We met at the steakhouse. I obviously couldn't portray a vampire because I'd be looking like I'd be eating other vampires' foods. Right? I'm a vampire that eats very well, apparently. So that's probably a reason I don't do it.
I'm not done up in any way, and she's got all the makeup and everything, and people coming in saying, oh boy, you better run.
When I was on the front page of the paper.
That's how you know it's a small town. I mean, it's Ohio. What else you guys got going on out there? All right, you got drones flying around. Now you got vampires walking amongst us in the day. I need to see what else she does as a vampire, all right? I need to see some stuff. The fangs and being pale is not enough for me, all right? I need to see what you eat, how you sleep, you know? Do you have to be invited inside the house? You know, what else do you do that makes you a vampire? How did you become a vampire, you know? I don't think one day you just woke up and you're like, oh my God, the vampire. I feel the power circulating. I don't know what accent I'm doing. Sweet Lord, not all that. That's a little racist of me. Not all vampires sound like that. My bad, you guys. Wow. I don't know.
And I wanted to finally come out and say, this is me. I'm not a good Christian lady. I'm a freaking vampire.
Her fangs aren't even real. The least you could have done is, you know, went to the dentist and had them, you know, chisel it so you have permanent fangs. You can do that. I don't know if you knew you can do that. Well, yes, you can. You can go to places. I don't know if it's the regular dentist office. God, don't take my word for that. But you can go. They will shape your tooth, your actual tooth, you know, into a fang. They'll shape your canines into fangs so you can have real vampire teeth. So that way you don't have to wake up every morning, put in your dentures and be like, blah, 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 you know? I was rooting for you, girl. I really was. I was like, you know, she's sticking to it. She's sticking to her guns. I can respect when people just don't betray their beliefs, but you saw the fake fangs going.
Some stereotypes that I hate about vampires are that we don't like garlic. I love garlic.
Never gonna find out.
Let's try to look at this from two perspectives. One is you're looking from an outside perspective. You see this girl role-playing as a vampire, and she constantly keeps the role-playing in her relationship throughout the entire thing. You know, she is constantly role-playing as a vampire. The other is that, you know, you really do feel like that. You really do feel like you're a vampire, and like this gives you the freedom to do it. And you found someone who accepts like what you are, and like it feels good that you can be that, and that there's someone out there for you that loves that about you, you know? As far as all the hateful comments go, I don't think there needs to really be, like, seriously, like, that's the thing with social media. It doesn't matter if you post it on TikTok or Instagram. I used to believe TikTok was the nicer one. No. TikTok was so bad that they had to put an anti-bullying thing. Either way you put on social media, there's always going to be haters. That's just the thing about it. There's no getting around it.
A lot of the times, some of like the worst comments for me were "this isn't you," and that kind of gets to me sometimes because I remember that past trauma.
My favorite vampire comment is, if you're still poor and you've been a vampire for over a century, you should probably just walk out into the sun. And you know, I think that's very true. It's like, how are you gonna live for centuries and still be poor as a vampire? You know, granted, you had no prior knowledge of what was going to be super successful, but I would assume you'd keep stuff from like ye olden days and you would sell it. Maybe you had land or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I ain't never seen no poor vampire. The Colons, they ain't poor. Dracula from Hotel Transylvania, dude owns his own hotel. He ain't poor. Blade lives in a warehouse or something. I don't know the comics lore. I just know the movies. But that place was huge, like in the middle of LA. It's a lot of space for LA.
My friend Ryan will be coming over today to discuss how he really feels about mine and Helly's relationship.
I'm Ryan.
If I had a friend who was dating a girl who thought she was a vampire, I'd be like, bro, I'm happy for you. She make you happy? If you're happy, then I'm happy. I do not care. Like, I really do not care. Let me make a video with her for content, but other than that, I do not care. You know, it's as simple as that.
When was the first time you saw her dressed as a vampire?
She just came downstairs. I think she had been making a...
Oh, shut up, Gene. Stop this interview right now. You just serve us sun chips? Bro, who asked for sun chips? You got the red bag? That's not even like the normal flavoring one. Sun chips? Who's still eating sun chips in 2024? I'm appalled and disgusted. And so should that vampire lady.
She got mentioned again recently in the paper. The paper was talking about a vampire murder cult. But there is a very nice vampire who...
Ohio's so boring. You guys got like murder cults out there? Man, they really got nothing. You guys got nothing else to do. Don't you guys like tip cows, and I don't know what you do out in Ohio. Don't you guys go out, hang out in the corn maze, knock a few back? Ooh, Johnny, I can't do a redneck voice. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna even try.
When you got really mad at a certain somebody and you cast a spell and the next day they got into a car crash?
Yes!
Is that like actual magic, or is that just a happy coincidence? I don't know about getting a car crash, calling it a happy coincidence, but I'm just saying, if I casted a spell and it worked, I'd be wanting to, I'd be casting for some money. Anyone else see this dude's ad? I'm sorry. This is not, I just don't, I'm not built like other men, I don't have a protruding Adam's apple. And not that I've been jealous of people with Adam's apples that just, look like they want to like break through the skin of their neck. I just want to punch it really bad. Mantax Enhance, do your computer magic, please. Show this man's Adam's apple. Look at this thing. This thing is trying to break free out of his throat. I don't know why. It may be the autism in me, but I just want to punch. I want to punch that Adam's apple so his neck is perfectly straight, But who knows?
What I did is something that's called a return to sender spell. So I don't really hex people for no reason. It's usually they did it first.
What is getting back that equals a car crash? What did someone do to you that would equate to a car accident? Did they snatch your wig off? I don't know what would equate to a car accident, but that's pretty crazy. Return to sender spell. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hey Siri, how do I perform a return to sender spell? All you need to do is write return to sender on the front of the envelope and put it back in your mailbox. Okay, well, that wasn't a big help. I don't think Siri understood the assignment and miserably failed. Good job, Siri.
Like, my skin is protected. The sun makes me very nauseous.
The sun is your biggest...
Oh my god, you guys, why didn't Edward think to put on sun lotion? What an idiot. Would that even work? Could he put on a whole glob of like sunscreen and like not sparkle? Could he put makeup over like, foundation over his skin and not sparkle? Was that the key? And he could have been fine, on sunny days they didn't have to go out and be sick. I don't know. Then again, the last thing I would do as a vampire is want to go back to high school. I don't care if I looked like the age to go to high school. Yeah, I'm not going.
My job is to live stream on TikTok as a fictional vampire. All these trolls online saying I'm fat and ugly and not a real vampire. No, it's the sun.
I guess, go for it. Like I said, you want to be whatever you want, do whatever you want, You want to be a vampire, go for it. You want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a streamer, go for it. Maybe your insurance denied a claim and you're feeling a little angry, go for it. I'm just saying, ignore the haters, ignore the rats that work at McDonald's, and just do what you want to do in life, Paying attention to the haters, there's not enough time for it. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that like button to subscribe and turn on that little bell for notifications so you know when I go live or I post a new video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.